This is Algebra 2, Lesson 4.3. In this lesson, we're going to continue with translations, also known as slides, but we're going to start translating a new function. Hopefully this is a function you've seen before. That's the quadratic function. So the quadratic function looks like y equals x squared. Anywhere there's a power 2 next to an x, that's going to create a new shape on the graph. That shape, which you can already see below, is kind of a U shape, and it's called a parabola. And this bottom point at the bottom of that U shape is called the vertex. So what we're going to do basically is take the vertex and sort of translate it around. We're going to slide it around the graph very similarly to what we did in the previous lesson. So if I look at this first one, it shows me the parent function here, graphed at the origin. And if I want to translate it to my new function shown here, that one is down from the original. So I'm going to count, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4 units down from the original. So y equals x minus 0, because it didn't move sideways at all. That's very similar to what we did in 4.2, minus 4, because it moved down 4. Now if I stopped there, it would just be a line going through that point. And I don't want a line, I want a parabola. So to do that, I need to incorporate this x squared. So all I'm going to do is put a little 2 outside of the parentheses, and then if I were to use that equation, that would match that parabola exactly. It's a parabola, a quadratic, and it moved over 0 and down 4. So it's the same as yesterday. We're just putting a little 2 up instead of a slope in front, and everything else is the same. We're going to do the positives and the negatives inside for left and right, and we're going to do the positives and the negatives outside for up and down. So I have my original at the origin again. My new version is 1 unit up. So x minus 0 squared means it's a parabola that is still centered on the origin, but it went 1 unit up. Now if you wanted to simplify these, you could. That 0 is kind of extra. It doesn't really have to be there. So you can write them without the zeros, but I'll still take it as correct whether you have the zeros or not. I kind of like them there because it's a reminder that it did move 0 over. Okay, letter C shows me my original at the origin and a translated parabola 2 units to the right. So y equals, in parentheses, x minus 2, moves it 2 to the right, squared, and I'm going to tack on that plus 0 because it moved 0 up. Again, you could just write that without the plus 0, and it would still be correct, but I like to keep them both there just so it's a little bit clearer. Letter D has my original at the origin, and then the translated version is 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the left. X plus 4 moves it to the left, squared gives it the parabola shape, and it moves 0 units vertically. Hopefully the pattern is getting a little clearer. So from the origin, 2 units to the left, 2 units up. To go to the left, we go in the parentheses. Left is a plus. And to go up, we do a plus outside the parentheses. And the last one from the original at the origin is 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the right and 2 units down. So going to the right is a minus in the parentheses. The square gives it the U shape. Minus 2 makes it down 2. So I'm going to write our format in general the same way I did for the lines, but we will have a power 2 instead of a slope. So again, the horizontal left and right component is in the parentheses. Leaving it a minus makes it go to the right. Making it a minus negative, aka a plus, makes it go to the left. And the vertical component is outside of the parentheses. A plus makes the graph go up, and a minus makes the graph go down. One more example. The parabola y equals x squared is translated to have a vertex of -2, 4. What is an equation of this new parabola? So -2, 4 is -2, positive 4. This is going left 2 and up 4. If we want to go left 2, it's a plus in the parentheses. It is always the opposite for the left and the right component. The squared gives it the U shape, and plus 4, the vertical component, is exactly what you would expect. Up for plus and down with minus. Okay, that is it for these notes. Good luck on the exercises, and please email or stop in if you have any questions.